Meanwhile, here's something else. Take a look at this cover of the New York Daily News. Nowhere to hide, jihadi Wayne. And there's a Photoshop picture of Wayne LaPierre, the guy who runs the National Rifle Association. It looks like some Democrats are trying to turn this terror event and the threat of ISIS into more gun control legislation because they say that people on terror watch lists can buy guns. And the Democrats are using the threat to get more gun laws passed. It looks like, and that essentially is what the agenda of the New York Daily News is. These are the same Democrats who have said in the past that watch lists target innocent people. Keep in mind, we don't want terrorists to wind up with guns. But unfortunately, the way the watch lists work, there are a lot of innocent people who wind up on them. For instance, Ted Kennedy was on a terror watch list.
Yep. A child was at one time.
Stephen Hayes, who works on this channel, were on watch lists. And so what they're doing, it looks like, is trying to turn the ISIS threat into a perfect opportunity to pass more gun control laws.
The NRA also getting involved here, saying the NRA does not want terrorists or dangerous people to have firearms. Only our objective is to ensure Americans who are wrongly on the list are afforded their constitutional rights to due process.
We don't want terrorists to have guns.
No, right, but this is a phony issue. This is they're bringing up. All of a sudden, they're profiling, saying, hey, make sure these terrorists don't get guns, the people on the no-watch list. I, for one, would like to push for it to get Ted Kennedy off it once and for all. Would you support me in that?
I don't know if it's applicable anymore.
Right. Okay, good. Let me tell you about Rush Limbaugh. He finally came on television yesterday. He does it every year. He was talking about his kids' book that gives the next generation an understanding of history, which is fantastic. But he went on with Chris Wallace, and he was just talking about the president and his approach. He says, listen, I'm not a military strategist. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to beat ISIS. I'll tell you one thing. The president's got an enemy, though, and it's not ISIS. It's Republicans. Listen.
It's almost as though he thinks that we've committed all these crimes since our founding. We're unjust and immoral, and it's time for payback. It's time for us to find out what the rest of the world goes through every day. It's time for us to bite the bullet. I think we are a great nation at risk in a dangerous world, and the people leading the country today don't see that. They see us as the problem, not the solution. They think that we are responsible for some of these problems. They'll fall back and blame George W. Bush for what's going on. ISIS didn't exist when Bush left office.
He also went on to say the Republican seems to be the #1 enemy. In Malaysia, the president said on Sunday, I don't know what the time change, if it was actually Saturday, but he said, by the way, we want human rights to get better here, but we know in our country we have our own problems. Was that really necessary? Yeah. Wherever he goes, he has to point out where he thinks America is lacking to other nations.
Politics. The ultimate asterisk.
Yeah.
Anything he says.
All right. Meanwhile,